Hi, my name's Emily. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat today. Today I've got a practice for us where we play with different variations of side plank and also just have a feel into how our balance is today. So see if you can challenge yourself, but of course just modify if you need. Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start in all fours. What a balanced place to start. And then when you're ready, just start to arch the back as you breathe in and then curl the spine as you breathe out. Just going back and forth, waking up the spine, really moving however you need to. So perhaps you start to diverge from that linear movement into a more circular one. Just remember to go both ways, whatever you choose to do. All right, and then when you're even, just come back to this neutral position. Here's where we start to play with the balance. Reach your right hand forward and your left foot back. And then we'll switch it over, left hand forward, right foot back. Seeing if you can draw an imaginary line from your left shoulder to your right hip and feel that connection. Switch over, right hand forward, left foot back. Now the imaginary line is going from right shoulder to left hip. And just playing with that little bit of awareness, seeing what that does. Increase your sensitivity of what your body's doing. Just keep switching side to side. Maybe hold for your own count of 2 and then move on to the other side. We'll do one more each side. So finish when you're even, which will be left hand reaching forward. That'll be our last. And come back. So instead of doing the cross body stabilization, we're going to be lifting the right hand and the left leg. So we might have to adjust our center a little bit here to find that balance. Switch over, left hand reaches, left foot reaches. Ooh, definitely more difficult. And then over to the right. Just keep switching back, hold for 2 counts of your own, and then switch. Woo! You might find that one side's a lot easier than the other. All right, I'm now moving on to right side, and then I'll do left side. That'll be my last. Come back to center. Excellent. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. All right, we're going to do the same thing, but in downward facing dog. If it's too much, just bring your knees back down and do it from there. All right, float right hand and left foot. Switch it over, left hand, right foot. And then right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. This will be our last one. Hold it, hold it. Excellent. Downward facing dog. All right, let's go for it. Let's do same hand and foot lift. So right hand and foot lift. Ooh. And then switch it over. Left hand, left foot. Over to the right. And then left hand, left foot lift. Oh, catch yourself if you need. Fight for the balance. Downward facing dog. Bring the knees down. Sit back onto the heels. And from here, we're going to play the balance in more of an upright position now. So come into high kneeling. Use your arms as much as you need. So don't feel like you have to keep them stable. You can really make your balancing capabilities a little bit bigger by using bigger arms. So reach the right foot behind you. And then as if you're stepping over a fence, take it all the way to the front. As you get there, reach the right foot forward. And then we'll take it back, step back over that fence. Whew. Oh no. Catch yourself if you need. Try and point your right foot back and then come upright. All right, left foot, reach it back. Remember your big wingspan will make it easier. Step over the fence Reach the right foot forward and then take it back. Bring it back to center. We're going to do one more time each side. So take the right foot back. Step over the fence. Bring it all the way forward. Right toes point. And then take it back. Hopefully you're all struggling as much as I am, because otherwise, actually don't even tell me, I prefer not to know. All right, left foot goes back. Take it out to the side. Reach it forward. A moment of stillness. And then back out to the side, step back over the fence. Point it to the back of the room. And bring it back down. What a relief. Okay, bring your hands to the mat. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Bring the right knee to your chest as you push forward into plank pose, tiger curl. Press it back, right foot to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Bring it forward, bring it tight into the body, and then press it back. Once more, bring it forward. Excellent. So this time, we're going to roll the left toes to point towards the left. Right leg stays lifted if you can. If you don't want to, bring it down to the mat. Wherever you are, reach the left hand up and over, side plank. Cool, we're starting with a tough one. Awesome. Bring the left hand down. Come back up onto the ball of your left foot. Bring right toes behind you. And then lift, wild thing. Reach right hand up and back. Start to flip back into plank pose. Knees down if you like. We're going to change up our vinyasa today. So coming into the half push-up. Then press back. Roll up to high kneeling. Bring hands interlaced behind your head. Squeeze the buttocks, open the chest, and give a little back bend as well. And release, walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Bring left knee to chest. And then stretch left leg right up towards the ceiling. Coming through for our second repetition. And then press it back. Here's number 3. Bring it into the chest, hug it in. And then turn right toes to the right. Left leg stays lifted or comes down if you prefer as you reach right hand up and over. Roll back onto the toes of your right foot. Left foot goes behind you. Wild thing, lift the hips. Come back to plank pose. Again, knees up or down, your choice. Half push-up. Press back, land the knees, untuck the toes, roll up to high kneeling, hands behind the head for support, squeeze the buttocks, back bend. And release. Walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Bring right knee to chest. And step the foot in between your hands, or just help it get there if it needs a little assistance. Reach the right hand forward, up and back. Find the twist. So as you find the twist on this second repetition, opening up, make sure lower body, hips and legs stay still. Just the spine and the arm moving. Come through for the third repetition. Excellent. Bring both hands to the mat. Walk the right foot just a little bit back. We're going to swivel so both sets of toes point towards the right, and adjust this top foot wherever it needs to go for you to be comfortable. Reach the right hand to the ceiling. Really press the hips up too, driving all your strength and power through both sets, both feet. You might add on reaching up and over if you like that feeling as well. And then land right hand back onto the mat, plank pose, half push-up, knees up or down. Press yourself back, untuck the toes, high kneeling, reach up, find the back bend, supported with strong buttocks. Walk the hands back out, downward facing dog. Draw left knee into chest, shift your weight forward, step the foot in between your hands, adjust as you need to, and then take the left hand forward, up and back, lower body in concrete, upper body doing all the movement. Come through for a second repetition, a big circle with the arms. Maybe your gaze follows the fingers. Third repetition, open up, and then close it back down. Hands frame the front foot, drag the left foot back as much as you need, swivel both toes to point towards the left, lift the left hand high, and then really lift the hips as well. And then just adding on, taking the left hand towards the front of the mat as well, if you like, if you did on the other side. And then bring left hand down, step back, plank pose. Half push up. Press back. Find high kneeling. And then the back bend. Opening to the chest, elbows move out to the side as much as you can. And release. Downward facing dog. Bring right knee to chest. Move the body forward. Step the foot in between your hands and then turn the back toes out, land the heel. We're setting up for warrior two, windmill the arms open, finding our side lunge. So for here, let's do an alignment check-in. Right knee is pointing forward and then hips adjust so that we can maintain that alignment. So when you open your hips too far to the side, this knee falls in. Not what we want. We want knee pointing forward, hips as open as is comfortable and safe for the knee. Find warrior two with the arms. As you straighten the front leg, tilt forward, Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can support yourself anywhere along the leg, perhaps even to the floor. And then you might take your gaze to the top hand. If it's not good for your neck, just adjust. Add on big circles with the top arm, taking the arm down, back, all the way back to the top, twice more at your own pace. Remembering lower body is really strong and stable, allowing the upper body to move. Once you've done your 3 repetitions, I may have just snuck in a 4th, let's see. And then bring both hands to the mat. Come onto the ball of your back foot. And then from here, we're going to swivel the left toes to point towards the right, step the right foot back to stack on top, and find our full side plank, reaching the right hand up. If you are ready for a little bit of extra challenge, come back, come down, right elbow to the mat, shift the body to face the other way, and then we're in a forearm side plank. Excellent, well done. Then bring right hand down, shift the feet back into our full side plank, reach the right hand high. And then if you want to add on a little extra difficulty, float the right foot up to create a star shape through the body. Holding there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, amazing, well done. Back into plank pose, half push up, knees up or down, and then press back. Lift up, find the back bend, open through the elbows to open the chest. Release the hands, downward facing dog. Bring the left knee into your chest, shift the weight forward, and step your foot in between your hands. Turn the back toes out, land the heel, and then windmill open, warrior two. Again, let's adjust. Let's do the check-in with our alignment. Left knee pointing forward. Hips adjust so that can happen. Remembering that when the hips are too far open, it drags the left knee out of alignment. Reach the arms out. As you straighten through the front leg, tilt forward, Trikonasana, creating a shape and a depth that really works for you and allows you to feel strong through your legs and free through your upper body. Reach the arm forward and down, create 3 big circles at your pace. Really using the shoulder, the upper back to move. When you finish those 3 big circles, bend through the front knee, both hands frame the front foot. Well done. As we swivel on the right foot, so toes point towards the left, stack the left foot on top, reach up, full side plank. And then let's come down, left elbow to the mat, toes point towards the right now, forearm plank. Place the right hand down, lifting back, side plank. If you're ready to add on, float the left foot high for a star shape through the body. Woof. If you fall out, just get back in. Oh, we did a count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Plank pose. Half push up. Press back. Find your back bend with a really strong squeeze buttocks. Open through the chest. Downward facing dog. Bring the knees down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Well done. Bring the feet forward. We're going to come to lie down on the mat with bent knees. So let's roll down for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done. Just pick the feet up, let them fall about hip distance apart, and then squeeze the buttocks to lift the hips. Start to walk the shoulders in underneath you, interlace the fingers if bridge pose is comfortable for you. Try to keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the buttocks to lift the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades to open through the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands, bring the shoulders out, and bring the buttocks back to the mat. Take your hands into a T shape. And then from here, just hover the buttocks off the floor a little bit, shift it over to the right, and then let the knees come over to the left. Maybe your gaze goes over to the right. Finding the twist. Just letting your right shoulder soften back to the mat if it's pulled away. Where can you release? How can you melt into the pose? Start to come back through center. Press into the feet to hover the hips all the way over to the left. Knees to the right, gaze to the left if it's comfortable through your neck. And again, just offering a little bit of softness. If you feel any points of tension, or there's somewhere in your body with really increased sensation, just soften and melt into it. Start to come back through center. Hug the knees into your chest. And then let your body stretch out on the mat. Let the feet flop out to the sides, palms face the ceiling. And let your shoulders really soften and open the chest. Bring left hand to heart, right hand to belly. And feel these soft, small movements that happen through your breath, through your heartbeats. You've done all those strenuous movements, the big ones that catch our attention, that are easy to focus on, to feel into. So use this opportunity to attune your focus to something more subtle, to something automatic. The rise and fall of your belly, of your chest. You might feel your heartbeat or your pulse. Just let your focus rest there. Let's start to use some bigger movements to move from that subtle level of awareness back into a more everyday level of awareness. Perhaps you do a big morning stretch or some other movement that feels good for you, just wriggling the fingers and toes. And then as you're ready to find yourself on your favorite side, and then keeping the eyes closed down, lift up, find a comfortable seat, whether that's crossed legs, perhaps even legs stretched out in front of you, whatever feels good for you. Bring your hands to heart center and nod your head to your hands as a symbol of gratitude to yourself for making the time, the space, and devoting the energy to your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining on the mat today. I hope you're feeling strong and good and grounded. Please subscribe so we can do some more practices together, and leave me a like and a comment. Tell me if your balance was off or whether it was just you nailed it. I love hearing about both stories, the wobbles, the successes. So please do that for me, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.